Welcome to Story Time, where dreams come alive and the day's worries fade into the night. Tonight's story is called From Shelter to Sanctuary, a peaceful tale to lull your mind and soul into a sanctuary of rest. Let's settle in, take a deep breath, and let the soothing words guide you to a world of calm and quiet dreams. In a quiet corner of the countryside, there stood a quaint little house that had weathered decades of sunlit mornings, gentle rains, and starry nights. Its walls, painted in soft, muted hues of blue, seemed to blend into the rolling fields of lavender and golden wheat that stretched as far as they could see. This wasn't just a house, it was a shelter, a sanctuary for those who sought peace. Its story began with a single soul, Marianne, a kind-hearted woman who had left the bustling city life behind in search of simplicity. She had come to this place to heal, to rebuild, and to create a haven not just for herself but for every weary traveler who crossed her path. The house was small but welcoming, with a wide porch adorned with wicker chairs and soft cushions that invited visitors to sit and linger. A wooden swing hung from the porch, swaying gently in the breeze, as if whispering an invitation to rest. Around the house, Marianne had planted rows of lavender, daisies, and sunflowers, their delicate scents mingling with the crisp country air. Marianne's days were slow and deliberate. Each morning, she would wake with the sun, the first rays of light spilling through the lace curtains of her bedroom. She would brew herself a cup of chamomile tea, its warm, floral aroma filling the house as she wrapped herself in a shawl and stepped onto the porch. From here, she would watch the world awaken, the dew glistening on the grass, the birds singing their first songs, and the sky shifting from pale pink to soft gold. The house seemed to have a soul of its own, responding to Marianne's gentle care. The floors creaked softly, as if murmuring in appreciation, and the windows caught the light in just the right way, casting rainbows on the walls. It was as if the house knew it was loved, and in return, it offered solace and comfort to all who entered. One autumn evening, as the air grew cooler and the leaves turned shades of amber and crimson, a stranger arrived at the house. He was a traveler, his face weathered from long journeys and his eyes carrying a weight that spoke of sleepless nights. Marianne greeted him with her warm smile and a steaming cup of herbal tea. "Rest here tonight," she said softly. "This is a place where you can leave your worries behind." The traveler hesitated for a moment, but the warmth in Marianne's voice and the inviting glow of the house made it impossible to refuse. He stepped inside and was immediately enveloped by a sense of calm. The walls, painted in soft tones of cream and sage, seemed to breathe serenity. A fire crackled in the hearth, its golden light dancing across the room. The scent of lavender lingered in the air, mingling with the aroma of freshly baked bread. Marianne showed him to a cozy room with a bed draped in a quilt of soft blues and greens. The pillows were plush, and the sheets smelled faintly of lavender and sunshine. The traveler sank into the bed, his body relaxing for the first time in what felt like years. As he drifted into sleep, he felt the weight of his burdens begin to lift, as if the house itself was whispering, "You are safe here." The following morning, the traveler woke feeling lighter, as though the house had absorbed his worries and replaced them with peace. He thanked Marianne and continued on his journey, but the memory of that sanctuary stayed with him, a beacon of calm he could carry in his heart. Over the years, the house became known as a place of refuge. Strangers from all walks of life found their way to its door, an artist seeking inspiration, a mother and child escaping a storm, a musician looking for quiet. Marianne welcomed them all with open arms, her kindness turning the little house into a sanctuary for the soul. The seasons passed, and the house stood strong, its walls absorbing the stories and dreams of all who entered. It became more than just a shelter, it was a place of transformation, where people could pause, breathe, and reconnect with themselves. One summer evening, as the sky blushed with the hues of dusk, Marianne sat on the porch, her hands wrapped around a cup of tea. She gazed at the horizon, where the fields of lavender swayed gently in the breeze, their scent mingling with the earthy aroma of the coming night. She thought of all the souls who had passed through the house, each leaving a piece of themselves behind and taking a piece of its peace with them. Marianne smiled, her heart full of gratitude. She had found her sanctuary not just in the house, but in the connections she had made, the lives she had touched. The house, once a simple shelter, had become a sanctuary not just for others, but for her as well. As the stars began to twinkle in the velvet sky, Marianne whispered a quiet thank you to the house, to the land, to the universe. She leaned back in her chair, letting the gentle night embrace her. And as the world grew quiet, the house stood as it always had, strong, welcoming, and full of peace, a sanctuary for all who needed it. Thank you for joining us tonight on Storytime. We hope this tale of peace and sanctuary has brought you closer to the restful sleep you deserve. Remember, there's always a place in the world where calm and comfort await you. Until next time, sweet dreams, and may your nights be as serene as a sanctuary.
For your time, please subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon for more.